Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode in our How to Make an FPS in Unreal Engine 4 series. Now, in this episode, we're going to take a slight diversion, just at the request of a comment, purely because this is actually a pretty quick and easy system to set up, and it's kind of a necessity in most any first-person shooter, or even really any shooter and many other mechanics as well. And that's going to be reloading and ammo. So we're going to do a few things. We're going to get the variables set up. We're going to get the function set up to actually reload, do the math for ammo, and probably try and get a HUD so that way we can display our ammo as well. So let's get started by going into blueprints, weapons, and blueprint weapon master. Now we're going to need to make a good chunk of variables right now. So we're going to make a bunch for ammo and a few variables that are going to handle the actual reloading event bools instead of the math for the ammo. So this first one we're going to do clip ammo, and this is going to be an integer bag ammo, max clip ammo, max bag ammo, ammo cost, and ammo needed. And I'll explain that ammo needed one later. I need to come up with a better name for that. So these can all go in a category. So if you just want to make a new category, just call it ammo. And so you can just go over here and set these all to that category. And then we also need to make some bools here. So the bools that we're going to make are going to be can reload, and set it to bool here. We're going to make another one called has enough ammo. Going to make another one called use remaining ammo, and then one more clip empty. And then these are all also going to go into ammo. And then we need to make another bool that's not going to go into ammo. I'll figure out some more organization because not everything I have organized yet, but we're going to make another bool just called reloading, and that should be good for now. Oh, and then I think we'll need to make another float, or not another, but make a float called reload delay. Okay, Control Shift S on all of that. And now let's set up a function that we're going to call ammo check. So go to function, ammo check. Now on this function we're going to split off with a sequence, and there's going to be a lot going on here, so we're going to actually be using up 3 sequences. 4 technically, actually. So we need 0 through 3. On the first one, we need to set ammo needed, and then we just want to do subtraction int from int. On this first, we want to get max clip ammo minus clip ammo. And what this is going to do, let me actually describe all of these variables as well, and you can actually put them in the tooltip if you want to describe what all the variables are, and I can do that at some point, and we can go over that in a future episode. But the clip ammo is going to be the ammo that is currently in the clip of the gun. The bag ammo is going to be the amount of ammo we have in total. And I'm actually going to rework some of this because some of this actually shouldn't really be stored on the gun, kind of, if you think about it. And I need to actually redevelop this to handle different ammo types better. But anyways, that bag ammo is going to be like the amount of bullets overall we have, not just that you can put in our clip, but overall that we have to put in the clip. The max clip ammo is that like maximum amount, like how much should this hold? 30, 31, 9, is it a pistol, whatever. 2, is it a double edge a shotgun. Max bag ammo, same thing. How many of said bullet type or of this gun? Technically, this works per gun basis instead of like per ammo type. But anyways, how much can that? Ammo cost is kind of one that is just for how do I word this? This is just like a nice to have. It's not actually being used, but really what that means, or I set this to 1 because all it is going to do later on is determine when you fire how many like bullets is it going to subtract. Because if you have like a double barrel shotgun, right? And you like, let's take, I think Half-Life does it or something, where left click just fires 1 barrel, and so you've got 2 shots. Right click fires both barrels. So if you wanted something like that, where you're like, okay, change the cost of the ammo of how much 1 shot takes, unless you're just legitimately just spawning a projectile every time, that's cool, whatever, however you want to do that. You don't necessarily have to do this ammo cost system, but it's there. And then ammo needed is the amount of ammo that, and this is what we'll be setting up right now, the amount of ammo that we need to put back in the clip to make the clip full. So that's what this first thing does. This first checks before anything else, how much ammo do we need? Max that we can hold minus what we have in there. How much do we need? Cool. So the next thing we need to do is set up a much larger branch system. I mean, not much larger, but it's a larger branch system determining whether we have the ammo we need. So we're going to get a branch first. And off this branch, we're going to need to get a less than equal to, and this is going to be for integers. So first one is going to be ammo needed, and the second one is going to be bag ammo. So this is saying, this is asking rather, do we have enough ammo in the bag to fill up the clip? If we do, cool. We can set has enough ammo to true, and we can set use remaining ammo to false just in case it's set to true for some reason or whatever. Just make sure we're not using the remaining quote-unquote ammo. Don't do that. Just, we've got enough ammo. And I said emo. I'm sure plenty of people have caught that, and that should... more like Elmo. Ammo. Cool. So then on the false, let's say we don't have enough ammo, right? We let's say we need 10 bullets and we only have 2 in our bag to let's quote unquote bag to fill up the clip. Well, we need to do one more branch off that false, and this is going to be another less than equal to, so you can just duplicate that. And what you need off this top one is just bag ammo. And this is going to ask the question, because the second one we're just going to leave 0. This is going to ask the question if our bag is completely empty. If it is, we need to set has enough ammo and use remaining ammo to false. We also need to set can reload to false. Whereas up here I actually forgot, we need to set can reload to true up here, pardon me. Okay. On the false end of this, if there is some amount, of course, not necessarily, obviously this is saying that it's not the full amount, but if there is some amount of ammo, oh shoot, it will still, of course, allow us to go through, has enough ammo, and can reload. Ding. Okay, so now let's move on to 2. And then 2 is going to start off with yet another branch. And this branch is actually going to be an OR condition, a bool OR condition. So what we need to get first is has enough ammo. I'll just control drag it. And then the OR is going to be use remaining ammo. So if either of these are true, we are going to branch down once more and figure out, okay, let's see, if integer less than integer, if the clip ammo is less than our max clip ammo. So what this is gonna ask is basically, are we full? Because if this is less than, then we're obviously missing something. But if this is not less than, that means we're full. So we need to set can reload to false because we're full. But obviously, if it is, we need to set it to true. And this false can actually come down here to that can reload false. And that is that. We've got one last one, then 3, and this is going to set clip empty. And that is just going to be, it's just going to check all the time because this is the easy way to do it. Less than equal to integer, of course, and if our clip ammo is less than or equal to 0, then our clip will of course be empty. And if it is not 0 or less than, then it's, well, gonna not be empty. And that just automatically handles itself. So when do we run this function? That is the question, isn't it? So we're actually going to run this function directly after all of this. So we're going to actually click drag this execution line going to our spawn and immediately go to our ammo check. And so now we've got everything coming straight to our ammo check. Because I probably should have prefaced, we're here at the start fire. So all of our switches, no matter which one we are, once again, just as it would go to the spawn, this is going to go to the ammo check. Because we need to see if we can even do what we want to do based off of course, ammo, because we're firing here. So branch is the next thing we're going to need. And immediately ask can fire. And I don't even have that, so we need to promote to variable, can fire. And this is going to be used later, and this is going to be used in our what's the word? I can't think. In our reloading system. Pardon me. So then our next branch is going to be if our clip is not empty. So let's just get clip empty, not, and oh gosh, come on, drag it over to that. Cool. Now true once again. We need to go branch and see if we are reloading. Not that. Reloading. And actually, let's compile this real quick, and I want to catch this real quick. Can fire should be true. Clip empty, of course, should be false, and reloading should be false. Has enough ammo should start off true, even though it'll set itself, and use remaining ammo will be false, and everything else will sort itself out now. So let me see. I think that will do it. We can just drag this here, okay? And if we're not reloading, go on ahead and fire. So after that, though, we do have one thing that we need to do, and that would be subtract our ammo. So we need to set clip ammo, and we need to subtract clip ammo from ammo cost. I'm just going to get it from over here because it's easier. From ammo cost. And that obviously just every time we fire, that will subtract the amount of ammo that we are to use immediately after it uses that bullet or whatever. You know, and that's obviously a pretty straightforward way to do that. And other than that, that will cover our kind of most of the reloading side of things for the firing side, but we actually need to set up reloading itself as an event. So let's get a custom event called reload, and first thing we need to do is ammo check as well, immediately, of course. And then we need to branch, and right after we need to ask, can we reload? Because that's our main purpose in running the ammo check immediately, because we need the most relevant information as to whether we can reload or not. It's going to run, because of course it's going to run everything in here, and it's going to immediately tell us whether the second we fire or the second we reload. It's going to immediately update us as to our ammo situation, pretty much, right? So if we can reload, cool, we're going to start reloading. So now let's set reloading to true, and we don't have animation set up, so you know, that's something that we'll get set up later in the player and later on, of course. But we do need to set in a little reload delay, and you can set the delay however long you want. Right now, the delay that I have is 0.5. And it works, you know, pretty well. Anyways, so after said delay, we're going to get a branch, and here's where we actually use the question of whether we're using our remaining ammo. So if we are using our remaining ammo, we need to go up here, set clip ammo, and what clip ammo needs to now be is it needs to be clip ammo plus bag ammo. And the reason why is, of course, is because if we're using remaining ammo, we know that there's not enough ammo to be more than the allowed amount in our clip. Okay, so we can just, assuming everything is correct as it should be, we can carry on and just say, okay, what's in the bag currently? Just add that to the clip. Cool. Now what we need to do is clear the bag, because we've quote-unquote used everything in it, right? So bag will now equal 0. Ammo needed will now equal 0 because we just reloaded. And reloading will be false. Now, if we don't need to use remaining ammo, cool, we can change a little bit of this, but we are just going to completely duplicate it. If we don't need to use remaining ammo, what we do need to do is int plus int. We'll get clip ammo and add that to ammo needed. And then, let's see. On bag ammo, what we're going to actually get is do a bit small equation here. We're going to subtract bag ammo from ammo needed. Or, excuse me, we're going to subtract ammo needed from our bag. And then, let's see, we're going to set ammo needed to 0, because of course we just reloaded, and that will handle that. So that is our reloading. So the only thing we need to do now is actually set that up on the player. So let us go over to our player. If it wants to work. And let's comment this real quick. Change camera. And actually I want to go back to the weapon blueprint. Grab all the ammo stuff, comment that. Reloading. Comment all this. Firing. Cool. Start fire. Stop fire. Okay. Okay. So now, what we can do, let me comment this. Okay. Now what we need is weapon reload. And what we're going to do is, let's see, we need to get our equipped item, and we're going to get can reload, and then we're actually going to be making a few variables on our player as well. So let's make those now. First one we need to make is firing, and we're actually going to hook that up here in a second. Then we already have is item equipped, and then we need to see if we are is reloading. So is firing is actually, we'll connect that very shortly, because that's pretty easy to do. And here at weapon primary, we just need to expand this a little bit. Is firing is false down here, obviously, and start fire is firing true. Cool. Now, we can go back up here, and we immediately need a bit of a branch already. So, first thing is we're actually going to make it an or excuse me, an and. I don't know why I said that. And it's going to have about 4 pins on it. The first one, we're just going to see if we can reload. The next one is we're going to need a not. We're actually going to need 2 knots, so I'm just going to duplicate this. Not and not. Okay. The first not is going to be is firing. And the second not is going to be is reloading. And of course, I will go and explain all of this in a moment. And the last one, item equipped. Got to check if our item is equipped. Okay, save all that. Now we need to actually begin the reloading process. So, true. If all of this is actually, hold on. Let me explain this real quick. This is going to ask if we can reload, and we're not firing, and we're not already reloading, and if our weapon is equipped. If all of those are true at the same time, they all need to be true at the same time, because if any single one is, of course, if we're firing, we don't want to just reload in the middle of firing. Although if you do want reloading to stop firing, please comment at me, and if there's enough of you who want a separate tutorial for reloading to interrupt firing, go ahead, but most people usually want like firing to interrupt reloading and stuff like that. I don't know, and we'll talk about that. And of course, if we're we need to make sure we're equipped and all that fun stuff. So, assuming all of that's true, we need to set reloading or is reloading to true, because we want to now be known that we are reloading. And then we need to grab our equipped item. Go reloading. Actually, sorry. We've got it over here, but I'm just going to do it again. And and then the reason I'm doing reload, and then let's see, set is reloading. The reason why I'm doing it like this, like pretty much instantaneously saying we're reloading and then not, is because, and heck, I'll even put the delay that we have in here to line up with that, is because what else is going to go in here later is some animation delays and some animation, like telling the animation blueprint to do stuff. We're going to handle that later, so don't worry about that. But until we get the animation set up and I show you guys how to find the time that you need to align the everything with the animations, until then we'll just leave it as it is set up. But for now, I believe that should work. So now if we play, and we've okay, thank you Oculus for starting in the background. If we play and well, I was wondering why we weren't able to shoot. And if any of you were smarter than me and realized that you gotta set your variables, then kudos to you for being ahead of me on that. So we need to set our ammo variables. So the clip ammo is how much ammo is going to be in our clip. I'm just going to set this to 30, pretty standard. Or you can say 31 if you want to say one in the chamber, Bag ammo, I'm just going to say 100, because that's not bad. And then max clip, 31. Max bag, over 9,000. Ammo cost, 1. And ammo needed doesn't need to be set. Now if we play, I'm thinking we should actually be able to fire. There we go. So if I just run through my ammo, I should, soon come to a stop. I hit R and I can shoot again. Cool. And I'm assuming, I'm assuming it's 31. I'm almost certain that it is. So here, if I'm shooting and I press R, it doesn't stop. But you can see I'm going to narrate as quickly as I can, because obviously there's only a 0.5 second delay. But you can feel that if you shoot, right, and then reload and click, the clicking doesn't register until that 0.5 seconds gone by the reload. So I'm going to shoot, reload, click, and then now it's firing because it finished the reload. So that works, and that's your animation. So let's just, or your animation, your reloading. So without the animation, let's actually get the HUD set up real quick. So I'm gonna go to Blueprints, gonna create a new folder called UI, and I'm going to go into UI and let's see, create a user interface. Okay, Oculus is in the way. Thank you very much. Create a new user interface widget blueprint and just call that FPS HUD, because whatever. And then I'm going to just create a few text blocks here. First of all, I'm going to grab a horizontal box. Drag that in, and I'm just going to set the parameters as to how I have them in my template project. Anchor it down there. Okay, well, fine. I forgot I had to. Okay. Size to content. And then I just want to add text to it. Gonna call one clip ammo. Gonna 10, 10, 15, 10. And we're going to, let's see, bind. I think I've got the font set a lot higher, around 50. Just gonna set that to 1. and we're going to make a function for this, create a binding. And this is going to be pretty straightforward. So we're just going to first in the event graph, because we need to have just a nice reliable variables that we can use. So on construct, we need to, well, I guess, cast to player character, right click, convert to pure cast, and get owning player pawn, and then this will or I'll promote this to a variable actually and just call it player, and that will connect there. Branch. Then we're going to see if the item's even equipped. If it is, we're going to get equipped item and promote that to a variable and call it weapon. That's all we're going to do there. And then let's go back to our clip or get clip ammo. We're going to grab weapon. We're going to see is valid. And then, of course, if it is, we just want to get clip ammo and just drag that, convert that to text, and that's done. Now let's go back here, and I want to add another text. So I'm just gonna like duplicate that, but I want this text to be like the slash in between the ammo. This is like pretty rudimentary, but it works pretty well. And then I'm just gonna duplicate yet another, and this is gonna be the max clip ammo. And we'll just, say 31, and we're gonna bind this to a function, or create a new binding rather. And then what we're going to do is get the weapon is valid, and get max clip, and that's it. And then this should be good. That should be like in line as to where that is. And then I'm just gonna throw the bag ammo on its own kind of text here. 50, and then I'm just gonna anchor it down here, and I don't know, we'll just say like, oh. Okay, and that should be good. Now let's bind this. What's this one? Get text. Oh, is it? Did it not show because? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Here, I'm just gonna delete that and create that again because I just want this to be bag ammo. And then there we go. And then all I'm going to do here, get the weapon. Also is valid. And then, of course, same old, same old. Okay, cool. Now, if we go into the player character, go on to begin play, and add or create widget. Owning player should be self. Or I guess, yeah, get player controller, my bad. And the class is going to be FPS HUD. And then we're just going to promote this to a variable called HUD. Ta-da. And then we're going to take that, add to viewport, and that is all we have to do for that. Now, if we hit play, we've got ammo on our HUD, and as we shoot, it updates. And now if we go to press X, burst fireworks, X again, auto, we're all good. 0, it's not hitting negative, anything. We hit R, reload, does the math, and we're good. Hit R again, great, doing the math, and I don't see any discrepancies. Looking pretty good. Yeah, the math's doing good. All right, so that's how we're going to do reloading, and obviously it's just R to reload because we already had the input set up from before, and that's it. And then we're just going to run out of ammo, and ooh, it looks like we're able to subtract minus the past the bag ammo with that. So that means there's going to be a bug fix episode, and that's just this is the name of the game. That's how development goes, and your job as a developer is to figure out what the heck you broke and how to fix it, bruh. Come on, you're not supposed to mess up like that. No, I'm just kidding. So, thank you so much for watching this episode. I really hope that helped you out, and if you need more help with Unreal Engine, comment in the video description, because that's where comments go. Comment in the comment section, or on my Discord, link in the description. That's where that is. And I have a Patreon if you want to help me out making these videos. Of course, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that cool stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Have fun.